All right, what's your name? How old are you? And where are you originally from?
My name's Michelle Ursig. I'm 25 years old and I'm from Temecula.
From Temecula?
Yeah.
And what brings you to Riverside?
Originally a dog.
A dog?
Yeah.
Best friend, huh? And then can you tell me a little bit about yourself and your story?
I've been homeless for 3 years. I don't talk to my family at all. I just started talking to my mom actually. Uh, and I rounded up here because of a dog that someone stole. And I pretty much just stay right here. I don't go anywhere else in Riverside.
And then what is your current living situation right now?
Homeless?
And then how long have you been homeless for?
3 years? Going on 3 years.
And what led to your homelessness?
A bunch of things. Lost my apartment due to me losing my job because of COVID. And then uh, somebody stole my cars. I had 2 cars. And then I was actually homeless more in like Hemet and Menifee. And then we came out here because someone stole my dog.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it seems like before COVID or around that time, you had your life together.
Mhm.
You had an apartment, a car,
Yeah,
work.
my dude and I were living in an apartment off of Mission Avenue in Mission Lots. We were living there. I just had gotten him a new car, 2021 Subaru WRX. Just finished building it, and then I had my crappy car, and someone stole his car when we were still living there, and then everything went to shits. I lost my job, lost cars.
What are some of the biggest challenges you face while being homeless?
There's a bunch. Mine probably is dealing with code enforcement.
Everyone's answer is so far code enforcement.
Dude, you don't even know. They're taking away so much shit.
What is it that they take away? Just like your property?
Property. They took away my dogs.
Are they the ones in the blue shirts?
So no, the ones in the blue shirt. Do they drive a Bronco?
I didn't see the car. I just saw someone in like blue polo shirt, and they're talking to like homeless, and it looks like they're waiting for them to pack up.
So yes, they work with code enforcement, but they're not code enforcement. They're part of the outreach team.
Ah, got it.
So they go with code enforcement. So while you're dealing with, not only are they taking your belongings, but at first they have to tag your belongings. So when they tag you, you have pretty much 2 days, but I think now it's down to a day for you to move from that area. If you're still in that area, they'll take away all your shit and you'll either go to jail or you'll go to the shelter if they're like fed up with you. Um, and then what the workers do is that they'll come once they're done taking your shit and ask if you want to go to the shelter, if you want to try to get housing or anything like that.
And when they tag it, can't you just remove the tag?
Yeah, it's a piece of paper, but they take pictures. So they'll tag the place and then they'll take a picture of it. And so when they come back 2 days or a day later, they know themselves in their
Got it.
group that they tagged it. So
Okay.
even if you say no, they'll still take your shit. They don't care.
So where are they telling you to go?
Jail or the shelter.
So there is a shelter that they're willing to put you guys in.
Yeah. Like, the last couple of weeks, the shelter has had some beds, but not a lot.
And then at what age or what's your current drug of choice right now?
I do methamphetamine.
Methamphetamine?
Mm-hmm.
And talking a little bit about like meth well, those are like two opposite drugs.
Yeah.
So talk about that a little bit.
One's an upper, one's a downer. Um, I guess I smoke more meth than I do a fetty. I really only do fetty just not to be sick anymore. But yeah.
Oh wow.
To me, I feel normal when I smoke
You
both.
look normal. You know, fentanyl, you're either completely asleep, right? Or like stuck in
Oh
some
yeah,
phase, like a
when they're
frozen phase. And
yeah
then meth, you're working.
tweaking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean
And
the
then you're like in
meth.
the middle.
Yeah, it helps me with recycling, and then going to sleep is pretty much when I smoke the other penny. So
And then you smoke the fentanyl, and the other way, some people inject it, right?
no, more majority of people actually smoke
Or smoking it.
the Fetty. Yeah,
Um,
only one
so
person actually injects it around here.
that's hardcore right there.
It's yeah, it's crazy.
I guess somebody told me they don't want it. Like some of the previous heroin users starts doing fentanyl because they don't want to inject it. They want to stop poking themselves. So
Yeah, well, there's a yeah, and for I never did black or heroin. From what I understand, trying to get it out here, there's like nobody. So for a lot of people who were using heroin, at least right here, they all had to go to Fetty. And so that's where a lot of them when they converted to Fetty, they all stopped pretty much slamming. So
got
they're
it.
doing better. I mean, kind of, but
Yeah, it's kind of
pros and
best of both
cons.
evils, right?
Yeah.
And then when you wake up, what is like a normal day on the streets for you?
Oh God. When I wake up, I always smoke a cigarette first. I have to have a cigarette or if my day's fucked up. And then, I'll wake my dude up and I'll clean up the area while he is finished waking up. And then we'll smoke. And then I'll go do my thing. He'll go do his thing, which is he'll go to 5 Points and hang out with his buddies. And then I'll go recycling or he'll come with me too. And then I'll probably recycle until like 3, 4 o'clock and then come turn it in here.
What
And then
how much money do you make from recycling on like one day?
it depends on how much I want to make. Because
Okay.
like at this point, I've been doing it for so long. I know how, like estimating, I know how much I have with the trash bags. So some days, like me and my dude just made $150.
In one day?
Yeah,
Oh,
like a week and a half ago, before he went to jail. And then some days, like if I was doing it by myself, I make maybe $40 a day,
okay.
and then we live off that.
That's food also?
Uh, most of the food is actually given. So like people will drive around and pass out foods and stuff like that.
And then what are some of the dangers you face living on the streets?
Creepy men.
Even if you have a boyfriend?
Oh yes.
Really?
Yep.
And then talk about that a little bit.
For instance, last night it was me, my dude, and a couple of our buddies down at my spot, and we were all just talking because my dude just got out yesterday, and so we were talking to him about it. And this dude came in a wheelchair, came right behind us, and just kind of like sat in his wheelchair for a minute. And I asked him if he could leave because it was creepy. And he's like, "Oh, I'll pay you." And then my dude got pissed and he dealt with the situation. But that was probably like the fifth time that some creepy men either offered to pay me or drove up to me or try to go from behind me or try to hide themselves at my spot where I couldn't see them. Yeah, it's a normal thing. Normally, sometimes they'll even watch me when I'm asleep.
Really?
Yeah,
Dang. So when, like, say for example, when your boyfriend was in jail, was it even a little more dangerous? Cause
I didn't sleep.
oh really? Because now you have no protection, right?
Yeah, I didn't sleep. I was up for 5 days. 6 days? 6 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you get any help from friends or family? I know you said you have no family, but do you get any help from any friends or anybody?
My dude's family. Actually, his mom just came out yesterday and gave us some, when they picked him up and drove him back over here, they gave us, food gift cards.
Okay.
So his family is more helping than my side.
Do you have any kids?
Mm-mm.
No. Have you ever tried to stop using or trying to get help?
Um, uh, yes, when I first, well, the first year of me being on drugs, I actually got clean for like 8 to 10 months. I can't remember exactly, but I got clean. And then once I came on the streets, I kind of just started again just because there's nothing really to do. At the time, I wasn't recycling. I don't even know how I made my money when I first got out here. But it was harder than now.
What challenges do you face when trying to quit?
The withdrawing, that's a hard one. Finding like a comfortable or, what is it? Like a place where you can stay for it to withdraw from fentanyl. You have to have at least a week of kicking. And that shit sucks. Like the first day I started kicking, it wasn't even like 12 hours in. I was already in the hospital.
Dang.
Because, I was withdrawing and then I was in and out of consciousness. I didn't know what was going on. I weighed only like 80 pounds at the time. Yeah. And then what was it? And then like the second day after I left the hospital and came back, the second day was even worse. You won't sleep the entire week. Each day will get worse and worse. And then out of nowhere, when you wake up on the last day, if you can't sleep, or if not, it's like when you get rest and then you like get up, it's like it's all gone, but it's weird. We call it cloud nine. Like you just feel like that. It's crazy.
And then what do you wish more people understood about being homeless and using drugs?
Mm, I know when I wasn't homeless, I was naive about it because I thought everyone was tweakers. So, like, in a sense, I'm glad that I became homeless because it opened my eyes to a lot of things. So,
And if you could give one message to people watching, what would that be?
uh, I don't know.
Stay in school.
Stay in school, stay off drugs. Listen to your parents.
What if you can go back and give a younger version of yourself some advice? What would that be?
I wouldn't. I would just tell them to do the same thing you want. I wouldn't change anything.
And then you're okay with us using this on social media for to help spread awareness and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
All right.